Breaking news and what may be the latest attempt to discredit the special counsel's investigation. Robert Mueller's team says that discovery they shared with defense attorneys appeared online in October of last year. NBC News investigations reporter Tom Winter joins me now with this. This is just broken, Tom. You've had a chance to make some sense of it?
That's correct. So in a court filing that was posted just in the last several minutes, prosecutors with special counsel Robert Mueller's office say that in October of last year, a Twitter account, which has since been suspended, posted a link saying, hey, here's the discovery and here's what Robert Mueller has found as it relates to this case involving Concord Management, a company owned by Yevgeny Prigozhin, who is called Putin's chef. And the special counsel's office said that there were 300,000 files that were posted at that time, and over 1,000 files on the website matched a unique hashtag, or basically a unique file of information that they shared with defense attorneys. And that Twitter account has since been suspended, so we don't have a way of looking at it ourselves, as well as the file sharing site. The special counsel's office say that the FBI conducted a review and found no evidence, I'm quoting now, that U.S. government servers, including servers used by the special counsel's office, fell victim to any computer intrusion involving the discovery files. Furthermore, prosecutors from Mueller's office say, hey, we think that this was an effort to discredit our investigation and our ongoing investigations, because most of the files that were dumped were either information that was already publicly available, such as internet memes and things that were used that we've shown on air. You and I have talked about at least 24 occasions, and that it was done and put out in a certain way of kind of saying, look, this is all they've got. In other words, this is all that Mueller's team has come up with, and we have all the files, and really there's not a lot here.
So just to be clear, what's the implication that defense attorneys distributed information that they otherwise shouldn't have with the intent of discrediting the case against them?
Right. So the central argument here is basically defense attorneys are arguing, hey, you need to share with us sensitive information that we can then share with the people in Russia.
Right.
We want to be able to share that with Prigozhin, Putin's chef. We want to be able to share that with company officials back there. The U.S. government is fighting that, saying, well, if they want to appear here in the U.S. and come before the court, then sure, yeah, we can share that information with them. But as long as they're going to be in Russia, as long as we don't have control over that information, as long as that may unveil sensitive information as to how we found out what we found out in the first place, Your Honor, we don't want to turn that information over. And today, this particular example where non-sensitive discovery that was shared with the defense, they say that discovery information appeared online. They say, look, we've got no signs of intrusion on our end. And in addition to that, the kind of the response or the answer that the legal firm provided to us, the firm representing Concord Management that they provided to us, it doesn't hold water. They make that claim as well. So they're pretty clearly here circling the defense, providing this information to their Russian counterparts. They are defending them. That's something that is normal.
Right.
But saying that, hey, the thing that we feared actually happened, that information leaks out the door and is used as part of a disinformation campaign. That's what the special counsel's office says, in order to discredit them. So that's kind of where this is coming from. This debate has been going on. I've sent probably about a dozen notes internally, which maybe 10 people have read, understandably, because this type of stuff goes round and round. But today there's a fair bit of news in here and some new information.
Thank you for going through it for us, Tom.
Sure thing.
Tom Winter, NBC News investigations reporter.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.